So Barb, you just spent the last 2.5 days at ABA ProBAR in Harlingen, Texas. Can you give us some of your observations?
Well, my first observation is that the work that you all do is so complicated. I've never seen so many acronyms and so many different options available or not available as life has changed. I see the huge challenges that ProBAR is facing with the changes in administration and the cutting of our grant funding and all those sorts of things. The other thing, though, I see that's really impressive to me is that ProBAR is putting into action the ABA's 4 goals. And you see that we are doing the work here to promote and defend the rule of law, to enhance diversity and eliminate bias, and to serve our profession and make the lawyers who are here better at what they do.
Obviously, you know about ProBAR. You've been around the ABA for a long time, and you've heard about the work of ProBAR, but seeing it firsthand, how has that impacted you, perhaps differently?
Seeing, the real people who do the real work, I can't tell you how impressed I am with the ProBAR staff. They are so dedicated, every single member, watching staff do its work, sitting there today in court, and in the detention center yesterday. Those are just such incredible experiences. I frankly wish everyone at the ABA had the opportunity to see the work that happens here. And then to see the faces of the people that we're serving and their stories, and every story is so compelling. It's frustrating that we can't take all of those cases because we just don't have the money or the people power anymore to be able to represent them. And it's also frustrating, frankly, to see, in the one case we saw a gentleman who did everything the right way, everything. He did exactly what the government told him he should do. He was granted parole, but they didn't let him out, and now he's probably going to get deported. And it's just not right.
And what did you see over the last few days that gave you hope or made you proud?
Well, what made me proud is to see the people who work at ProBAR and how you do the most you can possibly do with so many fewer resources than you had just a year and a half ago. Right. And to see the work that continues to happen. And again, in court this morning, we saw Lauren just do a fabulous job representing a mother and son of a young lady who at age 17 was detained just because she was in a car. She had her work permit. There was no reason for her to be detained, but she was, and then spent almost 4 months in detention before Lauren got her released, and now she's moving on to the next stage of giving her some more security so it doesn't happen again. And I see how creative Lauren was in making that happen, all to protect this young woman.
We're really grateful that you decided to come down here as president-elect. You'll soon become president in August, and we look forward to partnering with you through that journey. What made you decide to come? What inspired you to take 3 days, well, even more because of travel time, out of your busy schedule to come?
I have to tell you that our senior staff and our prior presidents said, you need to be at ProBAR. You need to see what happens. It is too important. The work that ProBAR does on behalf of the people we serve and on behalf of the ABA is so important. And it's worth the time to see it. And it's worth really spending the time to see more than one aspect. You have to spend the time here, and it was so worthwhile doing. So I think it's a really smart move that we have leadership come and visit and spend some real quality time here.
So you've seen a lot over the last few days. You've talked to a lot of people, heard their stories, talked to staff, and heard about their struggles and successes. How has it made you feel?
Very proud to be a member of the ABA, very proud to be in leadership of this wonderful organization that does this kind of work.
What kind of message would you send to your our fellow ABA members?
Every one of you should be down here seeing what happens. If you had the opportunity to donate pro bono hours, I know there were a couple of attorneys we met from New Jersey who were with us on Sunday, and their law firm is sending people down to actually help do that work because there's so much demand. Those facilities are at the seams, beyond their seams, and we don't have the capacity to really represent them. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunity down here, and I just wish every person had the ability to experience this.
In conclusion, you've met a lot of our staff and you've had the opportunity to speak with them one-on-one and also in a group setting. What message would you give to them on your departing day?
I am so inspired by them and with their dedication, and I'm very impressed with how beautifully they work together, how they become creative to try to come up with workarounds where possible to get to a resolution that works for the clients. But they're just incredible dedication to this work. I can't say enough positive about them. I'm just inspired by them, and I will be every day.